Hello, I'm on a really bumpy, and I just spit. I'm on a great introduction here. I'm on a really bumpy road because I'm driving. But I wanted to come on here and say hello and say that I miss coming on here and a long time no see. I also wanted to say that I have tried several times to upload a video on here, and I don't know what's going on, but I can't upload a video, which is super annoying and frustrating, all the things. So I just was like, while I'm riding in my car, driving home by myself, and I have a minute to just think and try to not really think when you're trying to drive in crazy traffic. I'm trying to get over. Hold on one second. So I just thought, while I have a moment, we just left the children's ER with my daughter. We have had so much going on, and I did like a pre-recorded video last Wednesday. And like I said, and also excuse my hands, I will explain. But I have a pre-recorded video that I've been trying to upload, and I can't for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm going to have to learn how to do the whole computer thing. I don't like that. I like the idea of just like doing it from my phone, and that's how I know how to do it. And it already takes hours to edit and upload. So, having to relearn how to do that on a computer, I don't know, a lot of people say it's easier to do, but yeah. But so we left the ER just now with my daughter. She is in September, she'll be 3, so she's almost 3, she's 2.5. Every single time we go to church, my daughter gets sick. It's like, it never fails. She just gets sick, a virus, every single time. And I know it's from church because that's really, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So, like, I'm not getting out of the house, going anywhere. For the most part, I get my groceries online. And, y'all, I wish I could show you this traffic. Can I turn around? Let me show you this. Chattanooga. And then this little thing does not help. But, look, I mean, it's just... I know how to get home, but I put in my GPS my address just so I could like see what the maps look like, and every route to get to my house is 47 minutes, and I don't live that far. So, and the whole map was showing red, like all 3 of the routes are showing red. So, love that for me. And, of course, my fiance was like, let's just go this way. I know the fastest way. All of those ways are not whatever. So, now we're sitting in traffic. I don't know what he's thinking. But, yeah, squirrel. So, yeah, my daughter is riding with her dad. And he always calls me whenever I start doing live, so I just declined him. She's riding with him, and we had to go down to the hospital because she has developed this rash on her hands. And we went to church Sunday, and every time by Tuesday, she has symptoms, and she ends up getting really sick. So, it's been so long, I can't even remember if I told you guys that she got astrovirus. The only 2 places we went, so it could have really been either place, but she got astrovirus, and we had gone to a water park called Splash Country, like in the Dollywood area, and the other place was church. And so she just, and the other thing was like, she got that, we stayed out of church for like 3 weeks. Yes, 3 weeks. And we went back to church that 3rd week because it was already over 2 weeks. And we were like, okay, it's about to be a month before we go to church. And We went back, and her symptoms from astrovirus had gone away. So when we went back, we were like, okay, we think, her symptoms are good. The doctor said it was okay, that they didn't think she was contagious anymore. Y'all, 2 days later, she has caught a whole different virus. And we took her back to the doctor again, and they, did the test and everything like that. And she had contracted like a whole different virus. So then we had to stay out again. And then recently we hadn't been in 3 weeks, and we went Sunday, and then by Tuesday, runny nose, sore throat, rashes, and just everything. And I'm like, can we just like go to church and not get sick? But the first thing I was thinking is like, I don't know how she's getting sick. I started thinking like something was really wrong with like her immune system, because I was just like, there's no way that she could just get sick. Like, it's every week. Like, she's been sick so many times. And, also it's like the summertime, and it's just, I don't know. We aren't sick. Me and Will, we don't get sick. So it just doesn't make sense how she's just always sick. And I know it's a virus too, because like she's got a fever, all the symptoms that you get. But poor baby, I feel bad. So when her symptoms started, she woke up yesterday morning and she was going, it hurts. And I was like, what hurts? And then she was like, my teeth. And then I was like, I don't think your teeth are hurting. And I went ahead and like checked her mouth and everything, just to see if like maybe she had a tooth coming in, even though she's, like I said, almost 3, so that doesn't really make a ton of sense, and as the day went on, she started to get a rash on one of her hands, and runny nose, sneezing. She vomited before bed last night. So I was just like, okay. And then she also had like a fever, low grade fever. It was like 100.7. And then she napped yesterday, which she really don't nap. She didn't sleep good the night before. Just all the things, So I was like, I'm going to get medicine, and then we're going to see what happens tomorrow. So then today, last night, she took like a 4-hour nap yesterday. It was crazy. And she was ready to go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So then she slept all night. Like, it was like, it became like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and finally at 11 a.m. I was like, I'm going to wake her up. And of course I checked on her all throughout this, but I was trying to let her get rest. But then I'm like, okay, she slept for like 14 hours. Like, it's time to wake up. So I woke her up, and I noticed that that rash was on her other palm of her hand. So then I started looking it up, and it said some stuff about hand, foot, and mouth. So just went over a railroad track, or crossing, not really a track. So then I started looking it up, and I realized that it was probably hand, foot, and mouth. And I was like, great. And then I was going to take her to the walk-in clinic, but I just know that a lot of times at a walk-in clinic, they can't test for a whole lot of things like the children's like ER can. So I was like, I'm just going to take her down to the children's ER and have them look over her and stuff. And of course, I went down there. They didn't even test her. I don't know if there's a test for it or not, but I'm sure there is. But like, the lady was saying that pretty much she could just tell by looking at her and like symptoms. She also has developed a rash around her mouth in the last like 2 hours. So she was like, just based on symptoms, we'll just go ahead and treat as if she were diagnosed with HFM. And I'm like, okay, but she said she thinks it's still like really early on. like for the symptoms and like to tell exactly what her symptoms will be. So that's great. I'm just like, it never ends, my poor baby, like with these viruses. So I did send the church an email this morning, and I just wanted to let them know how many times like she has been sick in the last like 4 months, and just kind of asking like, hey, are you guys like washing hands? Like, what precautions do you take? Because I'm just curious. Like, I don't know. And I know, like, I told them this too. Like, I know it's inevitable. Like, they're going to get sick and stuff. It's just like the frequency. You know, it's like we can't go ever on a Sunday and not come home and be sick. Like, that's the part that's just like, holy cow, you know? And I also asked them, like, hey, like, in the daycare, are you guys allowing children, because when we drop our kid off, they don't ever ask, whenever another little crossing, they don't ever ask us, like, hey, has she ever had any symptoms, or is she sick currently, or has she had any symptoms recently, is she sick? They don't ask us anything. They just really take her in there and go. So it makes me wonder if, like, if that's how this is going, because it's just like every single time, you know what I mean? It's not like every other time, every 3 times, like every single time. We didn't go for 3 weeks recently. Like, this Sunday that we went, this past Sunday, was the first time we had been in 3 weeks, because we've had a lot going on. And no sicknesses. Everything was fine. She was not sick, nothing. And like I said, here we are. It's Wednesday. The symptoms have really set in now. But y'all, I've just been so busy. And then I try to do a video and upload it on here and stuff to keep it short and sweet. And then it won't upload. So that's uber frustrating, because it takes a lot of time to do that. But I wanted to let you know that, like, I'm still alive. I still want to come on here, but yeah. So I've been hanging out with my sister. She's my stepsister a lot this summer, and like getting to know her and stuff. That's one of the things that I was saying in my video that will not upload. But I've been hanging out with her a lot. She has a son. He's 8. So my mom and her dad have been together for like, I don't know, like 16 years. And we never really had a relationship. So basically, her dad, they were grown. And my stepsister, she was grown, and her brother was grown when her dad and my mom got together. So, and then, like, they're just older than us. And I think she's probably like 6, maybe 5 years older than me. I'm 30, so that's probably, she's not like much older than me, but she's older than me. So, basically, like, when my mom and her dad got married last summer, my mom and her dad, my stepdad, they got married, and they were together for 15 years when they got married. So we were both in their wedding, and I had just moved back from Missouri, and so I don't know, we just really kind of like hit it off at the wedding. We were like, why have we never hung out, you know? And I also think, like, we're both moms now, and my kid loved her kid, and so it was kind of really cool, she was like, let's hang out, you know, and I was like, totally. So we did, and so now we've been hanging out. We probably hung out like 10 times, and it's funny because her son is 8, so Rain is almost 3, but it's just kind of funny that, like, he would even want to hang out with Rain, with like a 2.5, 3-year-old, you know? So I really appreciate that and love that, though, just because, like, we don't have other kids or anything like that, so also, like, to kind of get to know her, and, you know, I've always wanted a sister, and yeah, so we've been getting along really well. Not that we never did, but we just didn't really know each other or talk to each other that much. And my mom and my stepdad, we always did like holidays and Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners and birthdays. We all kept everything separate, so we just didn't really know each other. But when we were in their wedding, it was really cool just to like talk and be in the wedding. We were both nervous about it. We don't like everyone looking at us, you know, when you're in the wedding and you have to walk up in front of so many people and just all the things. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been doing. Like, every week we get together. Sometimes we get together like 2 times a week, but yeah, we've done that. We've went to, like, we both have memberships now to the aquarium, the zoo. We're gonna get one to this Creative Discovery Museum, and I actually went there with another friend the other day, and we had never been there. And if y'all have that where you're at, I highly recommend getting a membership, especially if you have kids. I was blown away. I was like, you know what? I could get a membership just for myself, because it's just awesome. They have like all of these rooms with different activities for the kids. And the thing that I love about it the most is, like, you can go in there and literally let your kid run and roam. They're not going to break anything. There's nothing to break. They're not going to, like, nothing. Everything's going to be fine. So I really love that. Our zoo here in Chattanooga is super lame. I will not get a membership there in the future. Don't recommend. If you're in Chattanooga and you're, just drive to Knoxville Zoo, or I don't know if they have one in Nashville, but the Chattanooga Zoo is horrible, and they it's not even the animals, like, they don't have really that many animals, but even like the workers and stuff, I don't know, it's just, they close down the ice cream, and like, there's just a lot that I don't like about it. And I personally don't even know anyone here that's like, yeah, Chattanooga Zoo, like, it sucks, it's terrible. But what else is new? I'm trying to think of all the things that I was saying in my video that will not upload. I've like deleted the video and tried to re-upload it many times, and it's just not, I don't know if there's something going on with my page. I don't know, it's very bizarre. I've never had that. I've had it take like hours and a day to upload, but never several days, like, stuck in the uploading, you know. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, what did you think? Probably shouldn't ask this question, but what did you guys think about Trump and the, you know, whole assassination attempt? Well, what I thought is, I've never really been into politics. I feel like everyone is like so much more into it since 2020 or 2016, just because like it is really affecting people, and like, I don't know, just the media and everything, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot more people now that haven't really ever been into politics either, like myself, are more into it and know all the things. But I will say, I am blown away at how much the media lies, and I will also say that I don't think, no matter what your beliefs are and no matter anything, like, I don't think you should ever try to like take someone's life, you know, like, I don't think that's what anyone should do. Hold on one second. Okay. I just think that if you don't like something, you don't agree with it, make your voice heard and vote, or try to get involved. Like, in politics in general, the way that we're going in this country is just sad. I think it's really sad, and it's very, like, concerning. So that's where I'm at with it. I also feel like I don't care who wins an election, the election, unless there is some level of, like, something going on up here that's making you to where you're, like, unable to form sentences and stuff. Then, and there are a couple other things, but I think the way this is what I heard the other day, and I think it's so true. Depending on whatever is going on in your country at that time, whatever is going on, just like inflation or just all kinds of things, whatever, that's how you should vote. Whoever side has, like, whatever aligns with your beliefs, you know what I mean? And if it's something that someone don't like or whatever, I just think, go vote, make your voice heard. No violence, no, just all the stuff that is in the media is bizarre. And some people saying that they do think his life should have been taken, that he doesn't deserve to be alive. Like, I don't know. I just don't think that that's right. But what I do think is that our country is in bad shape right now, and it's just really kind of a scary time, you guys. It's kind of scary, and I can't help but think about, like, with my kid, I'm like, you kind of can't help but to look into the politics and listen to things and try to get educated and informed, because you worry about your children or your children's children, you know what I mean? And a lot of people that I know that are, like, older, much older and wiser than me, they all say the same thing, which is they've never seen our country in such bad shape, and, like, everyone so divided the way that they are. Like, that's one common thing that all of the older people that I know personally always say to me. And I think that's kind of interesting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, because I'm curious to know what people think. And what else is new? I got my hair done. My hair needed to be done. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to Mexico on a girls trip, and last minute I decided I'm not gonna go. I was really excited to go because I've never been out of the country, and, like, out of the country by myself. I mean, I've been out of the country on a cruise, but not, like, flying or to Mexico. So I was gonna do that, and you stay for 7 days, which is a long time for me. I can do, like, 5 days, but anything more than that, I'll be missing my baby. So that was that. And basically it was like, even if you don't stay the full 7 days, you still have to pay for the 7 days. So anyways, I just decided I won't do that. But what I did do was plan a girls trip. And so me and my aunt and one of my best friends, her name is Amber, we are all gonna have a girls trip, and it's actually much sooner than what the Mexico trip would have been. The Mexico trip that we were gonna go on was 3 days after Rain turned 3, so I thought that was kind of cool. But because I'm not going, and I was so excited and a little bummed that I'm not going to Mexico anymore, I decided I'm going to plan my own girls trip, and I'm going to go and whatever. And so, like I said, me, my best friend, and my aunt, dates just because I'm on the internet. We are going to go, and we're going to go to Florida, and so I'm so excited. And first it was just going to be me and my best friend Amber, but I was like, let's ask my aunt, because my aunt has been on other vacations with me, and my aunt and I, we're pretty close. So I asked her. I did not expect her to say yes, and she did. And so we're going. I'm very excited. And you can also bring your pet. So I'm bringing my dog, and my friend Amber is bringing her dog, and my aunt's not going to bring her dog, which is fine. But I'm just excited to have a girls' trip on the beach, and I can bring my dog. I won't have my daughter, but I'll have my dog. So I am excited for that. And this is the longest, the 5 days is the longest will have ever not been around my kid since she was born, which is, it's okay. It's for 5 days. I'll still be in the U.S., which, you know, is better than like Mexico if whatever happened for 7 days. But yeah, I cannot wait. We're doing that in August, and I'm trying to think what else is new. What else is new? I don't know. There's so many things. Got my hair done. I don't know. There's just so many things. But anyways, Will called me, and I need to call him back and see what he wants. And I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm still alive, and I tried to post a video, and it is not uploading, so I guess I maybe can only go live. I don't know. But maybe I'll hop back on here tomorrow sometime and like do my makeup or something. And I'll have to do it live, so sorry if it's chaotic. That's the reason why I don't I don't know. I always feel bad about doing it live because I don't want to be like, you know, certain little things, interruptions and whatnot, you can edit out, but it is a lot more simple to go live, so maybe I'll just do that. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go to my house and try to get my baby better. Also, if you have any tips about the whole hand, foot, mouth virus, please let me know, because my daughter's never had this. I don't want to get it. And yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna pick up her medication on the way home too, but I feel bad. It looks bad, and the doctor said that it is painful for some patients, and that it will like blister on the hands. Oh yeah, I got a spray tan, if you cannot tell by these orange hands. Anyways, yeah, she said that like it will like be painful and super itchy. And then I was like, so what do I do for the pain? They were like, nothing, just give Zofran for nausea and give Motrin and Tylenol to like help it. But like, is there any way to speed it up? Is there anything I can do, y'all? If there's anything I can do in the comments to make it go, have a